A warm welcome, my dear students of Sevish Shanti School. Today, we are going to learn grammar in English. I am your Chitra Miss. Let us see what is the topic. The topic today is simple, compound and complex sentences. So we are going to see the different kind of sentences. Before going into different kind of sentences, let us learn what we mean by a sentence. A sentence means it is a group of words that gives a complete meaning. See here, the example is she reads a book. She reads a book. The girl reads a book. So this gives a complete meaning. So this is a sentence. Now let us see what is the meaning of a phrase. A phrase is a group of words without a subject and a verb. It is a part of a sentence and it does not express a complete thought. In example paranga, this is on the table. What is on the table? So there is no subject. So somebody, she is a subject there in the before example. So without subject, here on the table is a phrase. Now let us see what is the meaning of a finite verb. Finite verb means it shows that a finite verb shows the number. How many, singular or plural? Tense, present, past or future. Person, whether the person is a first person or second person. First person means I, we. Second person means you, they. Third person means he, she, it. So it shows the number, tense and person in a sentence. So then that sentence, that verb is called a finite verb. Here see the example, she writes a letter. So here she is a subject. The verb write shows that the tense is present tense. So it shows what tense it is, the timing. And it shows the person. She, which person? Third person. Okay. And then the number. Number is what? She. She is singular here. We means plural. They means plural. Okay. Second example, let us see. We ate an apple. Ate. Ate na enadhu past tense. Eatukku past is ate. So it shows the time, the tense, past tense, and the person is first person. We the first person, and it shows the number. We is plural. So it is the finite verb. Now let us see what is the meaning of a clause. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate. Predicate na something about the subject, describing about the subject. Okay, so a clause may be an independent clause or a dependent clause. Here it is an independent clause. Example, the sun shines in the sky. So the subject is sun. So what is the sun doing? The sun is shining in the sky. So it is a universal truth. That's why it is written in simple present tense. The sun shines in the sky. So it is a independent clause, and shines in the sky is predicate. Main clause or principal clause or independent clause, that means a group of words having a subject, a finite verb and a complete meaning of its own are called main clause or principal clause. So there are two kinds of clause, that is, one is main clause, another is dependent clause. Main clause can also be called as principal clause. If she hears the news, she will get a surprise. So if she hears the news is main clause, she will get a prize is predicate. Okay. So it is an independent clause, but main clause and she will get a prize is the independent clause here. So we should understand the dependent and the independent clause. She will get a prize is independent clause. If she hears the news, that is dependent clause. So here subordinate clause or dependent clause. That means a subordinate clause is also a clause because it has a finite verb. but it cannot give a complete meaning. So subordinate clause-ல வந்து you will not get a complete meaning, and it depends on the main clause for the completion of the sentence meaning. So the previous example, if she hears the news, that is dependent clause, she will get a prize in the main clause. So if she hears the news is not complete, without she will get a prize. So this is dependent. If she hears the news is dependent clause, subordinate clause, and the main clause is she will get a prize. So we call if clause. If clause if clause, main clause அப்படின்னு we used to learn 3 conditions. So if clause சொல்லுவோம். So if clause is dependent clause. If வர sentence எல்லாமே first part வந்து dependent clause, அதுடைய predicate is independent clause. Okay, she will get a prize. So hope students you understand what is the meaning of dependent clause and independent clause, main clause or principal clause or independent clause, subordinate clause or dependent clause. 2 clauses. Now let us go into the simple sentence. What is the meaning of a simple sentence? A simple sentence has only one main clause with or without a phrase. So Rani is a good girl. It is a main clause, independent clause. Rani is a good girl. So next let us see. Seeing the snake, the man ran away. The man ran away is a main clause. Seeing the snake is a phrase. Okay. So in the first sentence has only one main clause, and in the second sentence it has a main clause and also a phrase. So these sentences are called simple sentences. So we should understand, if a sentence starts with the ing, that means with the phrase, then that is a simple sentence. So keeping these things in mind, we should know how to convert one sentence into other form. Okay, so now let us see. We will also see some more examples. So let us now see the compound sentences. Compound sentences means that has 2 or more main clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions. So here let us see the example. Maran worked hard and so he became rich. Here 2 main clauses. Maran worked hard, he became rich. These 2 are joined by and so. So the sentence has 2 main clauses with the conjunction and so. So this sentence is called a compound sentence. So compound sentence வந்து என்ன பண்ணும்? It combines 2 sentences with words like and, but, yet, still. The short form it will be given in the next slide. It will come under fanboys, an abbreviation of fanboys. I will explain that in the coming slide. Okay, so let us see an example here. Here Jake drove the car dash Mary read the map. So 2 main clauses we are going to join using and. So Jake drove the car and Mary read the map. Read, it can be read. Jake drove the car and Mary read the map. Like that this comes. Because the first sentence is past, so we have to keep it in mind that here we should not mean that it is read. We have to read as read. Okay, let us see another example. I would like to go to the football game, but I don't have a ticket. Here the conjunction is but. 2 main clauses. I would like to go to the football game, I don't have a ticket. So these 2 sentences we are combining using the conjunction but. But I don't have a ticket. But is a conjunction. Let us go in a deep manner how this words, coordinating conjunctions. So what are all the words that join sentences? These words that join sentences are called as coordinating conjunctions. It is used in compound sentences. In compound sentences we use these words. I told you, fanboys. Keep this abbreviation word for assimilating memory. So fanboys, F stands for, A stands for and, N for nor, N-O-R, B, but, O-O-R, Y, yet, S stands for so. So, for and not, nor, for and nor, but, or, yet, so. These all words are called as coordinating conjunctions, and these words bridge your two main clauses or two or more main clauses to form a compound sentences. So, we use these coordinating conjunctions for compound sentences. Let us see the third complex sentence. This complex sentence has one main clause with one or more subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means was it depends upon the main clause. Subordinate clause is a dependent clause. So if you study well, you will get first rank. Though he is poor, he is generous. In this example, we have subordinate clause and a main clause. So these sentences are called as complex sentences. A sentence that has a main clause and a subordinate clause, then we call those sentences as complex sentences. A sentence that has two main clauses and it is joined by conjunctions, then that sentence is called compound sentence. So we have to keep in mind the simple, compound and complex. Okay. When he finished reading his book, he returned it to the library. So when he finished reading his book is subordinate clause. He returned it to the library is main clause. So subordinate clause and main clause is there. So this sentence is called as complex sentence as per the definition. Let us see the second example. Here, I will make the beds while you cook breakfast. I will make the beds is a main clause. While you cook breakfast is a subordinate clause. Okay, so one main clause and one subordinate clause is here. So this sentence is called as complex sentence. Please keep in mind, students, one main clause, subordinate clause. There should be a main clause and many subordinate clauses, but subordinate clause must be there. Another example, the children saw many interesting science experiments when they went to their excursion. When they went to their excursion, that is subordinate clause. The main clause is the children saw many interesting science experiments is the main clause. So here the children saw many interesting experiment main clause, and when they went to on their excursion is subordinate clause. So this is a complex sentence. This is a complex sentence. Sorry. Hope you understand the meaning of all these examples which shows how a complex sentence and how you have to identify. You can identify by the subordinating conjunctions. So these conjunctions join subordinate clause with the main clause. So that is unless, whenever, since, although, even though, if, because. So many words are there. I have given all these things in a table and you can use as a practice. You have to practice, then only you will remember. Just don't mug up. Okay, please just practice lot of sentences. Some of the subordinating conjunctions are given here. After, although, as, in order that, at least, even though, varies, how, if, in, as much, when, whenever, soon, as though, until, unless, as if, as long as much as, because, so that, now that. So while, whenever, before, since, though, that. So I have given also a table of simple, compound and complex. So this table shows simple, complex and compound conversion table. So there are no hard and fast rules, but you please try with the sentences. All I think this you must have learnt in your lower class, but here again, as a review, as a recall, I have again attached the table, like in spite of plus verb plus ing if comes, then you can convert that sentence in spite or despite. That sentence is simple and that can be converted using though, although, even though as a complex sentence, but yet still as a compound sentence. Second one, in the event of, in the case of on plus verb plus ing, that is simple, that can be converted using if clause or unless or using when or as soon as. These are all subordinating conjunctions. Then other compound or, not, and, at once. So this thing, hope students you understood this concept. Thank you very much for listening to this video. Do practice your thing, simple, compound and complex. Any doubt you can ask. Further we can discuss the same in live class. Thank you very much.